Hello everyone, Sam here from Super Nerds Gaming, and we are back again for another video, and we're going to be taking another look at games old catalogues. So this is the 1999 I think summer edition, or just spring edition, sorry. Last time we looked at the 98 one, which is pretty good, so I'm looking forward to getting into seeing what 1999 had to offer for us. So here we have it, guys. Here's our game 1999 catalogue. We've got a few games on the cover here. I've put my name on there, so I must have wanted to make sure this was mine at some point. So it's got some sort of racing game, potentially Ridge Racer. I think that's Silver, Bugs Life, Soul Reaver, Rugrats, and some sort of football game, which could be down to FIFA or World Cup or something. So let's just jump into this anyway. On the first page we've got, like, I think it's a mail order. No, it's just saying a mail order, so there's a PlayStation offer here with some fantastic games there. When I say some fantastic games, I mean Command & Conquer Retaliation, which I absolutely played the hell out of, and Resident Evil 2, which is still one of my favourite games. So let's move more in. And we've got some games here, and now as you can see, I've marked stuff off. Now this must have been stuff I'd done as a kid, so I've got like Metal Gear Solid marked off, Duke Nukem Time to Kill marked off, and Tenchu Stealth Assassin, which I absolutely love. Tenchu, such a great game. Some of the games that we've got on the cover here is obviously, as I've said, Metal Gear, Tomb Raider 2, which is on Platinum, Gex, which I'm still yet to get. I need to get Gex because I only have ever played the demo of it when it was on the PS1, so I never really got to experience the full proper game, so it is something I am definitely going to chase after. And Asterix. We've got some games here broken up into adventure, shooting ups and characters. Standout ones obviously with Resident Evil 2, Tenchu, Tomb Raider and Tomb Raider 3. Shooting ups, Apocalypse, Asteroids, Doom Platinum, Duke Nukem, Forsaken, Point Blank, Reloaded, Soviet Strike, Time Crisis, and Wingover 2. And characters, it is Crash Bandicoot on Platinum, Crash Bandicoot 3, Croc, Gex, Lucky Luke, and Spyro the Dragon. If you take over the look at, yeah, so this was like what you got with pre-orders. Nowadays the pre-orders are more digital content that you get, but back in the day you could pre-order something and you'd get a free memory card or something with it. So we've got a memory card there for Soul Reaver. Popping into this page here, we've got a few titles here. We've got Rugrats, Bugs Life, Rayman, which is Platinum at this point, Hugo, UEFA Champions League, FA Manager, Premier Manager 99, and Viva Football. Now there's a couple of things I'm noticing here that I have actually marked off, so it must have been stuff that I did once when I was younger. So there's The Lost World, Jurassic Park, which is a Platinum there at £20, so I must have been looking at the cheap ones that I would have been able to get. Men in Black, which I think I do have now, I'm not too sure, I'll have to check on that one. Rogue Trip, I don't actually remember what game that is. Grand Theft Auto, I've made a side marking on. Vigilante 8, which I enjoyed the hell out of. It was great on the PS1, but I think I enjoyed it more on the N64. Coming down into the beat 'em ups, we've got Mortal Kombat 4, Mortal Kombat Trilogy Platinum, which is a fantastic game. Soul Blade, already had that, which I still have today, and it's superb. Tekken 2, one of my favourite Tekkens, and X-Men vs Street Fighter, which I do have. It's actually at the side of me over here. Looking on the other side, International Soccer, me getting a football game, what was that all about? FIFA 99, I obviously didn't get them, but I've got a mark at the side. It might not be mine, it might be my mates or my brothers, I'm not too sure. WCW Thunder and WDF Warzone with a strategy guide. Warzone I used to play a lot with my mates. Right, on to the next page, we've got Roll Cage, Racing Simulator, Gran Turismo, and the V3 steering. There's nothing really I've marked off here, although V-Rally I absolutely adore, and Colin McRae. Looking a bit further down, we've got some marks here with Circuit Breakers, Micro Machines V3 Platinum, which is fantastic, and Need for Speed 3. Although I didn't play a Need for Speed game until the Underground series, which is probably the best. Now we're looking over here, we've got Ridge Racer Type 4, and this is the pre-order, same as the Soul Reaver, where if you pre-ordered it, you would get, or reserved it, even a memory card with it. Right, moving into more strategy games, and the PlayStation is where strategy came in for me, and I absolutely loved them. We've got KKND Crossfire, which is a very underrated strategy game. I never hear it get talked about. I think I'm the only one that talks about it. It was great on the PS1 because me and my mates would play link-up cables with the Command & Conquer, and that would mean taking one telly down from my mate's house to the others and doing it all by cable and that. This kind of gave you a bit of a break with that because it had split screen 2-player mode, which you didn't really get in a strategy game. And even though it was quite easy because you build up quickly, you knew where your mate was, you could get them by looking at his screen, it was still a lot of fun. Populous, the beginning, absolutely adored this game. It was great. It took a little bit of time to get into, but it was worth it. Civilization 2, don't think I ever played this. Took me a long time to get into the Civ games, but yeah, I do enjoy them today. So we're looking here, we've got role playing. I've got Final Fantasy marked off there and Worms Platinum, and there's a lot of Command & Conquers there that I just didn't mark off, so I don't know if this is actually before I jumped into strategy games and got to play them. On the next side we've got some accessories, so we've got the Namco G-Con 45, which is an awesome looking gun, but I think the gun that I adored for the PS1, the light gun should I say, is the I'm not too sure if it was called the Predator, but it had a kickback feature which you got with likes of Point Blank in the arcade and that, and it was definitely the better gun. We've got a multitude of pads here in different colours, along with memory cards and a multi-tap, and the mouse, which you wouldn't use for a lot of these strategy games. So diving into here, we've got the N64, and as we can see here, we've got some bundles. We've got N64 Mario bundle at £100 and the GoldenEye bundle. Now if you look very closely there, obviously me being immature as a child, I gave Pierce Brosnan some glasses. So you got some Rumble Pack, expansion pack and a memory pack there with a multitude of coloured on pads. Looking at the games that we've got here, we've got Zelda, Rogue Squadron, Mario Party 3 and South Park. Now I don't think I owned an N64 at this time, so I never actually marked any of the games off, but you've got some really good games here. Banjo-Kazooie, Bomberman Heroes, Buck Bumble. I've never played that. I should really look out for that. Buster Move 3, Gex 64, Mischief Makers, so good of a game that. Silicon Valley, Super Mario 64, Tetrasphere, Yoshi's Story. Down into the action, we've got Blast Corps, Body Harvest, Dark Rift, Doom, Duke Nukem 3D, Fighter's Destiny. I think that was one of the first fighting games I played on the N64. Forsaken, GoldenEye, Lilac Wars, Mission Impossible, Mortal Kombat 4, Shadows of the Empire, Turok 2, Turok Dinosaur Hunter, and Vigilante 8, which I have spoken about. So we've got some more N64 titles here. Obviously, the range is a bit more shortened than the last time we looked in the magazine. So we've got FIFA 99, F1 Grand Prix, which you literally get that for about £1 or £2 these days. Micro Machines 64 Turbo, which is a great game. It's just I've not come across it yet to get hold of it for the N64. We've got some of the sports titles here, which like 1080 snowboarding. Snowboarding games are massively underappreciated these days, because back then we had 1080 snowboarding kids. We had steep slope sliders, we had all sorts. There we go, there's snowboarding kids in there as well. we got racing, so we got Beetle Adventure Racing, Cruising USA, Diddy Kong Racing, superb game. Extreme G2, really good. F-Zero X, Lamborghini, Mario Kart, MRC, Penny Races, V-Rally, Wave Racer, and Wipeout 64, which I really do enjoy. I know a lot of people are like, well, it's not that good. It is actually that good, and I do enjoy it. And then we've got some third-party stuff for it with like memory cards and that. Now we move into the Game Boy, and it's a joy to see the Game Boy still going, but the Game Boy's lifespan was so long that it's no surprise it was still going. So we're more into the Game Boy Color now. So we've got Link's Awakening DX there, Crazy Castle 3, Quest for Camelot, and the awesome Mario Land 2. So we've got some PC games here, and I say some, we've got a lot. I really understated that. So we've got X-Wing Alliance, the brilliant Half-Life, South Park, Mortar, is that? Or yeah, I can't really say that. Combat Flight Simulator 98, Grand Theft Auto, we have normal and London, Sega Rally on the PC, and Virtual Fighter. Now this is just absolutely chocker with PC games in there, with Heretic 2, Resident Evil 2, Tomb Raider 3. First person, well, the PC is going to be chocker with these. Duke Nukem Premium Edition, Hexen 2, a game I still can't get on with and a lot of people love. I do apologise, I just can't get into it. Outlaws, Quake 2, Quake Triple Pack, Sin Data Discs, Wage of Sin, Thief Dark Project, and Unreal. And we're going into some action combat with Delta Force, Rainbow Six Eagle Watch, Spec Ops, a Wargasm. Okay. Science fiction, we have Klingon Honor Guard, Star Wars Jedi Knight, and Star Wars Rogue Squadron. And then a lot with the PC that you got is the flight simulators, so Apache Havoc, European Air War, Falcon 4, Fighter Squadron, Flight Unlimited 2, Luafa Commander, and World War II fighters. Some more flight simulators, we'll skip them. We got some driving action with Carmageddon 2, and Grand Theft Auto 2 Double Pack, which is pretty good. Sega Collection, so we got Worldwide Soccer Championship, Virtual Cop, Panzer Dragoon, and Daytona USA Deluxe. So moving into the next one, and it is more sports titles here than anything. So it's Brian Lara Cricket, Championship Manager 3, Official Formula 1 Racing, Superbike World Championship, and a little bit something different with the pre-orders for the PC here. So we were getting memory cards with the PS1, but with this one, if you pre-ordered, you got a mouse mat, which is something obviously you would need with the PC, and this was with Toka 2 touring cars. Right, moving into PC strategy, which, you know, it absolutely thrived on the PC. We only got like little trickets of it on the PS1. Obviously that's where I experienced it, but the PC was overrun with it. So you got SimCity 3000, Sid Meier's Alpha Centauri, Civilization Call to Power, Roller Coaster Tycoon, Lands of Lore 3, I don't think I remember that one, Baldur's Gate, and the Tales of Sword Coast, Silver, which I adored on the Dreamcast. And used to play it a lot. I don't think I ever finished it, but it got highly recommended, and it was like saying it's one of its best RPGs, although Skies of Arcadia is that best RPG for me. And then we got Age of Mists. So there's a lot, if we look closely, of strategy games there that I'm just not going to go into. But as you can see, I mean, look at all the Star Trek games. The PC really excelled in these Star Trek games, and a lot of them I've never played, and I would love to, but I don't own a PC, unfortunately. So, moving again, we've got more strategy, even more. So, we've got Age of Empires Gold, Heroes of Might and Magic 3, Battleground Age of Sails, Battleground Waterloo, Warzone 21100. I do believe that came on the PS1. I think you get to select like the tank base and stuff like that when you're creating them, so you can create different combinations, if I'm thinking of the right game. Worms Armageddon, Funny story about Worms Armageddon. My first ever job, which I worked in McDonald's, my first wage, I went into HMV and I bought Worms Armageddon for the N64. That was like my first work purchase of a game, and it was quite expensive at the time because N64 and that, but I was so happy to have it. Wall Street Trader 99, Monopoly, and then we have some strategy guides here for the Metal Gear Solid strategy guide and Zelda. I actually do have the Zelda strategy guide. I got given it some time ago. Again, if we look there, so many strategy games, really. Right. And then we have budget titles. Because there was so much games kind of released on the PC, a lot of these things would go to budget, and there was some good stuff in there. I'm trying to look for stuff that I would know. I mean, there's not a lot. I mean, you got Zool 2. I've never played that. I want to play that at some point. Worms, UFO, Enemy Unknown, Cannon Fodder. What else have we got? Yeah, I can't. Some of them I just don't know. We go into multimedia now, and there's not really much to go into because this is all your learning kind of stuff, and as a gamer I didn't want to know anything about anything like that, but I think we all know, you know, if you're from my age, Encarta 99, obviously you got all your GCSE stuff, and you know, trying to make it fun for the kids with the Rugrats and Lion King. And then you've got some music stuff. So when I was younger, it was a big thing for like the PS1 and obviously the PC. Sorry, can't even talk. Is music makers. There were so many. You had like the likes from MTV and stuff like that. So just looking here, you got Mixman Pro, Music Center, Dance Maker, Acid Music, and certain other stuff as well. Right, so we come into the last page, and this is all hardware for your PC with the Rio MP300, Viper V550, and the Creative 3D Blaster Voodoo 2 with the Voodoo 3000 AGP. So a lot of stuff that even today I don't know much about because I'm not a PC man or know how to put it together one. But obviously this is all retro kind of hardware now. You get the Gamepad Pro. We've got a Gen X 500, a Wingman Forced Feedback, and the Wingman Forced Formula. So moving to the back, and it is just a list of stores there. Obviously this would have been my store here, the Liverpool one, and you've got some vouchers, and they are valid until the 30th of 4, 1999. Obviously we're way past that, but guys, that is the spring 1999 game catalogue. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I do hope you enjoyed it. What were some of your top picks from this catalogue? Anything that really stood out to you? Let me know. Put it in the comment section down below. And as always guys, I will catch you next time.